It's the dawn of a new era here in Buffalo as we get set for the inaugural game at New Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Given 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go quickly here out to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Bills are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Cook up the gut. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for Bills.
Allen going to change this at the line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
56.
Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Detroit.
And now an audible here into something else. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
First down.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Called for by the defense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder, right?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First down, Lions.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brian Branch on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
It's the dawn of a new era here in Buffalo as we get set for the inaugural game at New Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To the air, Allen. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Greg Dortch back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over.
21-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
The last thing I want to do is not give Amon-Ra St. Brown his due, because he is one of the most consistent receivers in the league, but he's much more than that. Tough, gritty, competitive. His 3rd straight year last year with double-digit touchdowns for his Lions.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a 2nd award in week 2 of the season.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
1st down, Lions.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Lions.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, You definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DeAndre Alford. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Second and 10. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Goff now looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. That's headed right, it's no good. He misses wide of the upright. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there, no good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Goff and Williams hook it up there for a Lions first.
First down, Lions.
Now run by Gibbs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on third down, Goff. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Goff. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Jack Fox to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
4 receivers in the formation here, a pair to each side as they face a 2nd and 5. They go again with Davis. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry for Davis. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Greg Dortch on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coach...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Lions 26, Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And here's Davis to run again on second. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are pouring it on. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
The Lions.
Goff looking to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
34. Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Pacheco, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, but he sure did. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backward.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood up out your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a... Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up.
Oftentimes we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, fly, no cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies.